understanding this truth. Because the only way we're going to be saved from our enemies is to do what the Most High says do in his truth. His laws, statutes, commandments, and his word that he's telling us, this is right and this is wrong. That's why I say, also in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, which is the first day of the month, ye shall blow with the trumpets over your burnt offerings and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that it may be to you for a memorial before your power, the Most High power. I am the Most High, your power. See? So, these are the things that we're looking at that we are to do continually, because we just really rehearsing the best we can for what it is that we can do in honor to the Most High, Bahashem Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the anointed Savior. As we do what we need to do to make it through this hell. Go to Jeremiah the 4th chapter, verse 5. Declare ye in Judah, and publish in Jerusalem, and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together. Cry, gather together. And say, assemble yourselves, and let us go into the defense cities. See, like I say, that was a certain sound that we heard, that we will assemble ourselves, gather ourselves together, and make a move. Go to Hebrews. Let me see. Hebrews the 10th chapter. And Hebrews 10 and 24, it says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and the good works. We know the good works are keeping the Most High's commandments, and love is keeping up the Most High's commandments. Just in case you don't know, go to the one. 2 John, go to the book of 2 John. What is love? 2 John 6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. Hear that? This is the commandment that ye have heard from the beginning. Ye should walk in it. What beginning? From the first time the Most High said, hey, follow my laws, follow my rules and regulations. It says, going back to Hebrews 10:24, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. It says, so much the more as you see the day approaching. This is so important. As we see the day approaching, we got to look at what we got to do to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. Look at Leviticus 25. And we're going to read from 8 to 10. Leviticus 25 and 8. It's time. Sometimes it's time to move. You got to get to stepping. Leviticus 25 and 8. And thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years. 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee, even 7 times 7 years, which will be 49 years. And the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be unto thee 49 years. See, that's 49 years. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. Hear that? So the sound of Jubilee was going to be heard on the 10th month, the 10th day of the 7th month. Like we have the 7th month now, and we count 10 days, which is the Day of Atonement. In the Day of Atonement. See, there it is right there. In the Day of Atonement shall ye make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. You see? And ye shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. Liberty. 50th year, you free. It shall be a jubilee unto you. That was a year of jubilee every 50 years. And ye shall return every man unto his possession, and ye shall return every man unto his family. A jubilee shall the 50th year be unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which groweth of itself in it, nor gather the grapes in it of thy vine undressed. So the year of Jubilee, everything's supposed to be left alone so that it can the ground and the earth can rejuvenate itself. But no, they don't think they are supposed to. Say they follow all the ways of the pagans and the different things that they've done from year in and year out. They're not following this. Every 50 years the land supposed to rest, he's saying. For it is the Jubilee. It shall be holy unto you. Ye shall eat the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of this Jubilee, ye shall return every man unto his possession. And if thou sell aught unto thy neighbor, or buy aught of thy neighbor's hand, ye shall not oppress one another. Meaning you're supposed to be trying to get over on nobody. According to the number of years after the Jubilee, thou shalt buy of thy neighbor, and according unto the number of the years of the fruits, he shall sell unto thee. According to the multitude of years, thou shalt increase the price thereof, and according to the fewness of years, thou shalt diminish the price of it. For according to the number of the years of the fruits does he sell unto thee. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but thou shalt fear thy power. For I am the Most High, your power. See, when you look at what was right with the Most High, we were operating under the Most High's rules and regulations. He's telling us what to do, and we followed that. And those that didn't. That's why he said, thou must fear the Most High. Why you keep saying thou must fear the Most High? Think about that. Why he keep saying you must fear the Most High? Why you think he keeps saying you must fear the Most High? And then when he do something, he say, and you're going to know that I am the Most High. When he do something to you, then he say, yeah, and you're going to know that I am the Most High. Anything ever happen to you where you say, you know the Most High done dealt with me. Dang. Wow, what did I do? What am I getting, chastised for? Or what did I do that he jacking me for? You ever had that kind of feeling growing up? Or in your life? If not, you better recognize him. Hear what he said. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but thou shalt fear thy power. For I am the Most High your power. Wherefore ye shall do my statutes, I tell you. Do my statutes and keep my judgments, and do them, and ye shall dwell in the land in safety. The land shall yield her fruit, and ye shall eat your field, and dwell therein in safety. And if you shall say, this is the year of Jubilee, what shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow, nor gather in our increase. So this year is all, we are not growing anything, can't gather in our increase. That's what he said. Then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. Hear that? He said he's going to bless it. He's going to bring forth his blessing in the 6th year. It shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. That's powerful. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat yet of old fruit until the 9th year. Until her fruits come in, ye shall eat of the old store. The land shall not be sold forever, for the land is mine. But ye are strangers and sojourners with me. And in all the land of your possession ye shall grant a redemption for the land. See, if thy brother be waxing poor, your brother is poor, and have sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold. He gonna get it back. If the man have none to redeem it, and himself be able to redeem it, let him count the years of the sale thereof, and restore the overplus unto the man to whom he sold it, that he may return unto his possession, get it back. But if he be not able to restore it to him, then that which is sold shall remain in the hand of him that hath bought it until the year of Jubilee. You know that? This is a year that he could get it. It was a blessing. And in the Jubilee, it shall go out, and he shall return unto his possession. He can get it. On that 50th year, he can get it. See? Most High gave us means to be able to operate with each other, and knowing that, okay, well, I don't have it now, but I'm going to be able to get it. That's a long time, but we're living longer too. Until he told us our day is going to be 70, which is 70 years. The score is 20. I mean, we messed up with him, so it is what it is. Look at Matthew 24, and we're going to read verse 36. Let's read 35. It'll say, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of the day and hour knoweth no man. The day and hour of when he's going to end this world that we're in now and set up righteousness on this earth. But of the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. Only the Most High know. Don't let no man tell you this day or that day is going to be, the day's going to be over. He said only the Most High know. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. You know, as it is today. People probably barbecuing and doing whatever they're doing, following the traditions that's an old tradition. This is not something new. You look at the traditions of what it is that people are doing today. It's an old tradition. It's not nothing new. This ain't something that's brand new, y'all. Like I say, like the day of Noah was, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, like they doing now, celebrating. And then it's sad because people will say, "Oh, I'm not celebrating Labor Day, but everybody else is." They ain't dealing with the holy day. So what you think you're doing? Well, I'm not celebrating, but this is the day. You ain't do it yesterday or the day before. Now this is their day. Now you celebrating it. You justified? You think you justified with that? I don't think so. Let's read a little bit about it. It say the satanic origins of holiday, Labor Day, which is called May Day too. The holiday, or the holiday, was first celebrated as part of a pagan holiday throughout Europe, but primarily traces its origins to the Germanic states. Floralia, or the festival to the Roman goddess Flora, goddess of the flowers, is probably the earliest and most similar representation of the modern Labor Day, May Day festivals. Just something. Once again, Matthew 24:38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. And knew not until the flood came. They ain't gonna know not, because he's coming like a thief in the night, he said. Knew not till the flood came and took them all away, drowned them all. But 8 people. Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. See? That's how he's coming. Same way. Gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then shall two be in this field. One shall be taken, and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill. I mean, they'll be working in factory jobs. But one shall be taken, the other left. Watch therefore. He's saying, watch therefore. For ye know not what hour your master does come. But know this, he said, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, you know when this thief gonna come to try and rob you, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready. You gotta be ready. For in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. See? You're not gonna know. In such an hour that you think not, he's gonna come. That's why go to 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Most High, when he said, Mashiach Yahushua will come as a thief in the night. It's like he just said. You don't know when a thief is coming. If you know when the thief is coming, you be prepared. That's why you know this is going to go down. So it's really important that you prepare yourself for what's getting ready to go down. But the day of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved that we see on this earth, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and righteousness? Instead of being, as the world would have you be, and locked into this world, and die with this world, perish with this world. That's set up to send you straight to hell with it. The beast, the devil, the serpent, the dragon, Satan, the devil, Esau, the Edomites, all of them red. All of them have an agenda to prolong themselves and destroy those that are not of red clay. I'll just say. It says, saying then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and righteousness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, when he said on Mashiach Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire. This heaven where we're living at right now. We just read about the destruction that's going to happen. The heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, he promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to the 12 tribes of Israel, look for new heavens. We look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's beautiful. Wherefore, beloved, who's the beloved? Who are the beloved? Wherefore, beloved, he said, seeing that you look for such things, so who the beloved? That's powerful. You go there and be right there. Hallelujah, Messiah. Baruch, the 3rd chapter, and verse 36 in the Apocrypha. Who's the beloved? He said, therefore, beloved, who's he talking to? He hath found out all the way of knowledge, and hath given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. See? The Israelites are his beloved. So that's who he's talking to. Wherefore, beloved, Israelites, saying that ye look for such things, be diligent. See, be diligent, that you may be found of him in peace, without spot, and blameless, without sin. Let's go to Isaiah 60, the 60th chapter. Like you say, Isaiah 60 and 21, it says, thy people also shall be all righteous. Hear that? Say the Most High's people, or the 12 tribes of Israel, shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the Most High said, is the branch of his planting, not no man, because ain't no man gonna save us. So he told us that in the curses in Deuteronomy 28:29. No man shall save me. But this is going to be the branch of the Most High's planting. That's why I say the branch of my planting, the work of my hands. That's the Most High's. That I may be glorified. That's why he's doing it. That he may be glorified. He said, a little one shall become 1,000. One man going to bring forth, a little one going to bring forth 1,000 children. And a small one, a strong nation. I, the Most High, will hasten it in his time. See that? So now, let's go to Isaiah 65, 66, Salakia, and 22. Since we're looking for these new heavens, it says, for as the new heavens, Isaiah 66, 22, as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, said the Most High, so shall your seed and your name remain. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon, as we are now, to another, from one first day of the month to the next first day of the month, in the kingdom, and from one Sabbath to another, like this is a Sabbath, dealing with the holy convocation of the feast of the blowing of the trumpets, and the new moon, the first day of the seventh month, on the same day. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another in the kingdom, and from one Sabbath to another, because you just said in verse 22, for as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, you see, and all the Most High's people going to be righteous. It's going to be in this new heaven and this new earth. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another in the kingdom, we're going to be doing the same thing. We're rehearsing the same righteous acts. Not rehearsing, but we're going to be doing them. Not rehearsing, we're going to be told just how it's supposed to be done. From one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, that's the holy days, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Most High. Everybody will come to worship before him, said the Most High. Look at it, hold that, get Zechariah 14. Zechariah 14 and 16. This is what it says in the kingdom. It says, and it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year to worship the king. So it's going to be a remnant of nations that's going to be saved because they're going to have to work in the kingdom. Like they're working now, or it's going to be a righteous kingdom. That's why I understand why everybody should want to know this and be part of working in the kingdom or resting in the kingdom. That's where it is. You're going to be working in the kingdom or you're going to be resting in the kingdom. Or you're going to die. Point blank. It shall come to pass that everyone that is left of all the nations, you hear this, going to be some, a remnant of the nations going to be left, which came against Jerusalem, shall even go up from year to year to worship the king, the Most High power of hosts, and to keep the feast of tabernacles. You hear that? They're going to keep the feast of tabernacles. When the Most High made us, be in booths. There shall be And whoso will not come up of all the families of the earth unto Jerusalem to worship the King, the power of hosts, even unto them shall be no rain. There will be no blessings. That rain means blessing. Even to him shall be no blessing. That rain means blessings. And if the family of Egypt go not up and come not, that have no rain, there shall be the plague wherewith the Most High will smite the heathen that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacle. This shall be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all nations that come not up to keep the feast of tabernacles. In that day shall there be upon the bells of the horses holiness unto the Most High. Kodash Yahweh Ba'Shemamashach. And the pots of the Most High's house shall be like the bowls before the altar. Yeah, every pot in Jerusalem and in Judah shall be holiness unto the Most High power of hosts, and all they that sacrifice shall come and take of them, and seeth therein. And in that day there shall be no more Canaanite in the house of the Most High power of hosts. So the Canaanites, they're going to be done away with. So, you got a choice. To either look upon what it is that you're supposed to be doing and coming back to learning this truth. Everyone. But the Israelites first. And there's going to be a remnant of nations that's going to learn also. They're going to have to, they're going to be saying, hey, let's go up to the house of the Most High and learn this word. They're going to be wanting to know. Look. Look at Isaiah the 2nd chapter. So that we understand that a remnant of these nations are going to have to bow down, conform to this truth. Listen. Isaiah 2:2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Most High's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Unto the Most High, Mashach and the 12 tribes of Israel. And many people shall go up and say, come ye, the last days, and let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, to the house of the Most High power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. You see? He have set up men in these last days for those that really want to know the ways of the Most High. You have to desire this. Because he don't need you. He don't need me. He don't need none of us. We need him. And you see, he's telling that, and we 12 nations within one nation. Don't get it twisted. So they're going to come up and they're going to want to know the way of the Most High. How you know the way of the Most High? Through his commandments, through his laws. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, to the house of the Most High power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, shall go forth the law. You see that? Shall go forth the law, and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem. See? And he shall judge among the nations. Future prophecy, he's going to judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. He'll rebuke a whole lot of people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares. All these weapons of war that they have, they're going to be beat and melted into plowshares. Farming utensils. Farming equipment. And their spears into puny hooks. They can make sure they're taking care of the crops and so forth. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. You know that's not now. But it's coming. Neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Most High. Therefore thou hast forsaken thy people in the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers. Most High used to let you know that the Most High ain't with us being with these other nations, being soothsayers like the Philistines, and pleasing ourselves with the children of these other strangers. When Most High said they're going to take your mind away from Him. But see, we chose idolatry. We chose something that you could see. Something you could see. This represent anything that anybody come up with. This the Most High. Okay, this is what we following, so therefore that's what we follow. Until this day. You name it, we there. All these Jim Jones. Who was there? We was there. You name them. You name them, we there. We rebellious, man. Rebellious people. So the Most High told us this. Go to Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. So let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. It's the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. Fear the Most High. You hear what He says He's doing. So He said, fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High will bring every work into judgment. He's going to bring the works and the judgment of people that's honoring the pagan day of Labor Day. Them you don't see me people. And not honoring the Most High. It's 2 holy days. They get judged on 2 days that they are not following. Feast of New Moon and the Feast of Blowing of the Trumpets. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing. That's them you don't see me people. Whether it be good, whether you follow what He said do, His law, statutes, and commandments, or whether it be evil. Because it's evil not to do this. He said it's a law that He established with Joseph when he was in Egypt. Understand this. So 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of a Mashiach, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he hath done, whether it be good or bad. It said good or evil, right? Same thing. Knowing therefore the terror of the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushai Alahayim, we persuade men. Trying to persuade people, but they can do whatever they want to do. But we are made manifest unto the Most High, and our trust, which is our faith, also are made manifest in your consciences. Should be the way you think. Your conscience is the way you think. So I hope you were edified. I hope you'll enjoy yourself, and I'm out. Shalom. All praise to the Most High. Shalom.